$237,175. Is that the price of a beautiful Southwest Florida home? No. Instead, that is the total combined credit card debt that each and every one of us in this room is carrying right now. In my young adult life, I had over $7,000 of credit card debt. It took me nearly 8 years of paying it, and I still only had $4,000 left. It took a small windfall to be able to pay it off, and I swore that I would never use credit cards or rely on them again. As I learned, 60% of you own credit cards and use them. And for those of you who do not use them, you will eventually need to in order to purchase larger items such as a home or a car. After listening to my speech today, I hope to persuade you to limit your use of credit cards. We are going to talk about the problem of credit card debt in America. We are also going to talk about the causes and some solutions. First, let's tackle the problem. Credit card debt is a major problem in the United States. Americans are overspending their budget through the use of credit cards. According to At Issue, published in 2006, their article called "Is American Society Too Materialistic?" accessed on March 29, 2014. They state that as of 2004, our total credit card debt in America is $735 billion. Billion. And a large shareholder of that credit card debt are young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 who use credit cards to purchase 50.4% of their purchases. And another report by the Federal Reserve System, written or published on March 7, 2014, accessed on March 29, 2014, entitled G19, states that our current U.S. credit card debt has now reached a whopping $798.3 billion. That's equivalent to winning the largest ever Florida jackpot in history, over 1,352 times. And the Federal Reserve's report also states that the individual American is carrying over $9,480 in credit card debt. The financial ramifications are astronomical. Bankruptcy filings are a major problem. Both the report from At Issue and from the Federal Reserve state that from 1995 to 2011, there are anywhere from 1.4 to 1.6 million annual personal bankruptcy filings. And that ultimately hurts businesses because businesses lose $40 billion annually to bankruptcy filings. And that ultimately will hurt you because you will be either a consumer who's going to have to pay more, or you could be one of the employees who suffers from lost wages. Now that you see the problem, let's take a look at the cause. The At Issue magazine states that there are two major causes to the issue. A lack of education on how credit and debt works is a major cause. And the second cause is that Americans simply just don't want to wait to purchase something. Now that you know the causes, let's take a look at some solutions. There are several solutions to the problem. First, teaching yourself how to use credit and to use money responsibly. Second, teach others the knowledge that you acquire. Consumer.gov is a government-sponsored website teaching Americans how to be savvy. And another article by At Issue magazine titled "Debt in the U.S.," published in 2008, accessed March 29, 2014, explains how credit cards work. Say you have $1,000 in credit card debt, and a credit card company will set the minimum payment anywhere between 2 and 4%. For this example, we use 2. If you multiply the 2% by the $1,000, you get your minimum payment of $20. Of that $20, a credit card company is going to charge interest, anywhere from 0 to over 30%. For this example, we're going to use 15%. When you take that 15%, divide it over 12 months, and multiply by the $1,000 that you owe, $20 payment, $1,250 of it is interest, and only $750 has gone towards your principal balance. And by that time, it will have taken you 9 years and 8.3 months to pay off the credit card debt, and you will have paid $851 in interest. There is one other solution to the problem, and that is to wait. Although sometimes it is not always easy to pay cash, such as for a home or a car, but as 100% of you answered in your audience analysis survey that you use your credit card for small purchases, you can save $851 in interest just by not using your credit card. If you do need to use a credit card, pay it off every month. When you do this, you avoid interest payments and you also build credit for those larger purchases. In conclusion, credit card debt can trap us into a tangled web of interest payments that we can hardly get ourselves out from. Today, I have discussed the problem of credit card debt, some possible causes, some causes and some possible solutions. I work for Belk Department Store. It is my primary job objective to get you to open a credit card. I have to open one once every 7 hours or my pay rate is decreased. Belk knows that it'll take you years to pay off your interest, making huge profits off of you. By understanding this, hopefully you can make better decisions for your